We know the beginning, the garden, the fall, the tragic shedding of blood between two brothers. Cain and Abel, a story of jealousy and devastating loss that fractured the first family. Imagine the grief of Eve, to lose two sons in one day, one to death, one to exile. It seemed humanity's story was destined for violence, a lineage of unbroken pain. But the Bible is rarely a story that ends in ashes. In Genesis chapter 4, a new chapter begins, a quiet restoration. Eve gives birth to a third son. She names him Seth. In Hebrew, the name Seth means appointed or placed. Eve said, "God has appointed for me another offspring instead of Abel." Seth was the ember of hope in the darkness. The early chapters of Genesis present us with two distinct lineages, two paths for humanity. The line of Cain went out and built cities, forged weapons, and pursued earthly power. But the line of Seth chose a different kind of building. They built a legacy of the Spirit. Genesis 5 tells us that when Seth had a son named Enosh, at that time, people began to call upon the name of the Lord. This is a monumental shift. Under Seth's lineage, humanity began to communalize their faith. Furthermore, the text says Seth was made in the image and likeness of Adam. Despite the fall, the divine spark, the image of God, was preserved and passed down through Seth. He became the anchor point. Through Seth came Enoch, who walked with God, Methuselah, Noah, and generations later, tracing all the way down to Jesus of Nazareth. So, what does this ancient genealogy mean for our faith and wellness today? Seth represents the power of starting over, the resilience of the human spirit. You may carry the grief of the past, the trauma of broken relationships, or the shadow of loss. But like Seth, you are appointed. You have the capacity to begin a new lineage of peace.
And as the sun set,
we have a choice in the legacy we leave. Will we build walls of resentment?
See, there he is, all tucked in.
Or will we, like the lineage of Seth, be the ones who begin to call upon the light?
Sharing warmth and cheer.
Spiritual wellness isn't about ignoring the pain of the Cain and Abel moments in our lives. It's about allowing God to plant something new in the aftermath. To find your purpose in the restoration. You are the image bearer. You are the builder of the righteous line. You are appointed.